Chapter 2. New Faces and Familiar Ice. The school hallway buzzed with the usual morning chatter, but the Olympics had added an extra sparkle to the conversations. Students were excitedly discussing the opening ceremony, debating who would win the gold in various events, and sharing their own dreams of Olympic glory. Mina, clutching her backpack, felt lighter after her talk with her parents. Her fusion of American and Korean heritage still felt like a puzzle, but now she was excited to explore it, not just worry about it. She was determined to embrace her unique identity and find a way to celebrate both sides of herself, and at that exact moment she wondered if her birth parents were watching the Olympics as well. She quickly brushed off the idea and walked down the long hallway. As she walked towards her homeroom, she overheard snippets of conversations. "Did you see that incredible figure skating performance last night?" One student exclaimed. "She was amazing." Another student was animatedly discussing the snowboarding competition. "Those tricks were insane. I can't believe they can do that." In her homeroom, Mrs. Davison clapped her hands. "Good morning, everyone. We have a new student joining us today. Please give a warm welcome to Svetlana." A girl stood shyly at the front of the room. Svetlana had kind, serious eyes, but her shoulders were hunched. She looked around the room nervously, her gaze darting from face to face. She mumbled, her English very slow and careful. Mrs. Davison explained, "Svetlana and her family recently moved here from Russia. They've been through a lot, so please be extra welcoming." A hush fell over the room as everyone turned to look at Svetlana. Mina saw her eyes flick quickly around the room, as if she were scrambling to understand all the new faces and sounds. She sensed a deep sadness in Svetlana's eyes, a weariness that seemed not to belong on the face of someone her young age. "We're so glad to have you," Mrs. Davison said with a warm smile. "I'm sure you'll fit right in here at Northwood Middle School."
"Thank you,"
Svetlana replied softly, her voice barely audible. "Okay, everyone, let's get started with our math lesson," Mrs. Davison said, breaking the silence. "Svetlana, why don't you take a seat next to Mina? Mina, can you help her get settled in?" Mina nodded, offering a friendly smile. "Hello, welcome to Northwood," she said. "I'm Mina."
"Hi, Mina, hello."
Svetlana replied, her voice a little stronger now. As the class began, Mina helped her with her textbook and explained the lesson. Svetlana was a quick learner, and soon she was keeping up with the rest of the class. Mina was impressed by her intelligence and resilience. She couldn't imagine what it must be like to leave her home and everything she knew behind. At lunch, Mina, Sophia, and Liam found their usual table. Anna, a friend Mina had known for a while, walked by holding a tray. Anna had bright, curious eyes and a quick smile. "Anna, over here," Sophia called, waving her over. Anna smiled, her face lighting up as she joined them. Anna's family was from Ukraine, but she had grown up in America, didn't have an accent, and only spoke basic, broken Russian. "Hey guys," Anna said, setting her tray down on the table. "What's up? I can't believe our workload this semester. I feel a bit overwhelmed at times. What were you guys talking about, by the way?" "Just talking about the Olympics," Liam replied. "It's so exciting." "I know, right?" Sophia exclaimed. "I'm totally obsessed with the figure skating competition." Svetlana, however, sat alone at a table near the window, picking at her food. She looked lost and lonely, her shoulders slumped. Anna looked at her with a concerned expression. "Svetlana's English isn't so good yet," Anna whispered to the group. "It's really hard for her. My parents told me about how difficult it was to learn English when they first got here, and they still haven't been able to master it after 20 years. "Yeah, I can't imagine what she's going through," Mina said, her heart going out to Svetlana. Anna got up and walked over to her table. Mina watched as Anna spoke in quick, flowing Russian. Svetlana's shoulders relaxed a little and she managed a small smile. Anna then turned to Svetlana. "Come join us," she said, motioning to Mina's table. "We have room." She hesitated, then slowly gathered her tray and followed Anna. She sat down, looking at the group nervously. "Hi, Svetlana," Mina said, trying to be friendly. "My name is Mina, as you already know. This is Sophia and Liam."
"I am Svetlana, thank you for invite,"
she replied, her voice soft. Anna gently chimed in. "You can say, 'Thank you for the invite,' or 'Thank you for inviting me.'" Svetlana nodded eagerly.
Thank you for the invite. Spasibo, spasibo."
"Thank you" in Russian, she said, her gratitude obvious.
please, you correct my pronunciation.
She pleaded, looking around the table.
I wish learn.
Liam smiled kindly. It's pronunciation, he said slowly, emphasizing the shun sound. Like lotion or ocean. I'm sorry. Svetlana tried again.
No, please, pronunciation. Yes?
She looked hopeful.
And grammar also, please. I need help.
Of course we'll help you, Sophia said with a warm smile. We're all in this together. Anna nodded. My parents mostly speak English at home, Anna explained, so my Russian it's not always perfect. But I can help you with English. I have managed to learn some of the basics and they mostly use Russian to talk about personal matters they don't want me to understand. I can just do things like tell time and count and other basic phrases. Mina listened, a new understanding blooming in her chest. Her own two flags dilemma about the Olympics felt important. But Svetlana was living a much bigger, harder version of that struggle every single day, and she realized both Anna and Svetlana must have been feeling something very similar to her and saw it as a true connection. She learned her parents had to leave everything behind in Russia when her dad was drafted into the war. They had to flee to keep him safe. Mina imagined leaving her home, her friends, her familiar streets. It must have been a truly gloomy experience. Svetlana's journey, filled with trauma, was something Mina couldn't fully grasp, but she knew it must have been incredibly difficult. As she listened to her struggle with the English language, she realized that language was more than just words. It was a connection to home, to family, to identity. Mina thought about the athletes in the Olympics, each from a different country. Now she thought about Svetlana, sitting just a few seats away, trying to find her place in a new country because of a war. The Olympics felt big, but the challenges she faced felt even bigger. It made her own struggles seem insignificant in comparison. She realized that she had a responsibility to be kind and welcoming to the new student, to help her feel at home in this new country.